They say train your child in the way he should go. And when he grows old, he's not going to depart from it. They say we should set principles, we should set traditions and ethics for our children. And when they grow old, they're going to actually do the same things that we are doing. But they're also saying that you might give birth to a child, but you will not give birth to that child's heart. That's to say, we might set goals, we might set principles, we might set ethics and traditions, objectives, yet when our children go old, they will depart from it, but not entirely, because the saying, the mango does not always fall away from the tree, it's always by its side. Anyways, guys, before we dive inside this story, if you're on Facebook, please do want to follow this page. If you're on YouTube, please do not forget to subscribe and touch your post notification, so that whenever we upload, you'll be amongst the first to be notified. So guys, I want to talk about the upbringing we give our children these days. I know it's your child, I know you gave birth to that child, but don't forget that that child is part of the society where I belong, where they belong, where we all belong. The children are 30% of the present and 70% of the future. That's to say, if we should give our children positive upbringing, we are preparing for 70% of our futures to be actually positive. If we give our children poor home bringing, would actually give them poor principles and objectives and ethics. That is to tell us that 70% of our future is at stake. I'm not sure you are here and you want 70% of your own future to be at stake. So I ask you, the teaching you're giving your child, is it good enough for 70% of your future? I ask you this question. How many times have you sat your child down to tell him or her that, baby, look, you might see this world the way it is, but there is more to what you see. Because if you actually become somebody negative in life, you will not only affect me as your mother or as your father, but you affect the society at large. You will destroy your own life. You try as much as to inspire or to instigate positive teaching in your lives. Some of us parents have decided to practice what we don't preach. You tell a child, smoking is bad for your health. Yet, on Monday you have a packet of cigarettes. It gets finished by night. On Tuesday you get 1.5. It gets finished by night. And yet you tell your child, do not smoke. What are you teaching that child? Because one thing we forget is that children pick more of what they see than what they listen. Children pick more of what we do than what we say. So I ask you, are you practicing what you're preaching? You tell a child that alcohol destroys the kidney. You tell the child that alcohol destroys the brain. But yet, on Monday you have 6 bottles. You have 5 bottles. You have 4 bottles. On Tuesday, the same. You tell yourself you want to bury your worries. And you do all of that before your own child. And yet, you tell the child not to drink. Yet, you tell the child that it is not good for their health. Don't you know that your child picks what he sees more than what he listens to? Are you that parent that practices what he preaches? If you are, I want to tell you that you are preparing 70% of your future. I know that your child might change from all the principles, from all the objectives, from all the ethics and traditions you've actually implanted in them. But I tell you, when it's implanted, it's implanted. That's to tell you that even if they behave differently, what you taught them is still buried in them. And someday somehow there was a situation about that child's life that is going to water it and is going to actually think of all what you taught them. But if you're teaching your child to be actually negative in life, to be useless in life, you are actually useless in your own future and useless in the society. I know people will say, I owe no one any explanation. You owe people explanation. You owe nature explanation. You owe decency, explanation. You owe the society, explanation. So mind the way you teach your child. I'm going to share to you a story my mom tells me. There's this young man. When he was still very young, his mother will give him a pencil. When he goes to school, he comes back with 2 or 3. The mother collects and keeps and appreciates his good work. He goes and brings pens. The mother does the same. He changed and left and went to textbooks. He goes to school without a textbook, yet he brings back 3 textbooks, 4. The mother appreciates and keeps them. He sells them and they make income. The mother actually was teaching the child to have a long hand, to take what does not belong to him. And the day he was caught, they asked him, what is your last wish? He said he wants to talk to his mom. The mom came, that son, why did you do this? Mom, you're a son, yeah, I am. Oh, you know, the kind of tears and pains and see your child going down and you're like, there's nothing you can do. The child said, I want to talk to you in your ears. And when the mom approached, the child beat off the mother's ears from her face. He said, Mom, had it been you told me, I wouldn't have been in this situation. Had it been you told me that collecting something that isn't yours is not good, I would have stopped. Had it been you told me that stealing is bad, it can take away my life, I would have stopped. Yes. So it's just an example to tell us that the teaching we give our children today, even if they want to change from it, it will be sticked in your head. Are you a wife molester, a wife beater, and you have a son back home? You beat his mother Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That child might grow to not love beating women, but it's in there. It's buried in there. The day that particular attitude of beating a woman will be watered, he will beat up his wife, his girlfriend, or any female he sees. So I want to talk to you. Mind the teaching you give to your child. Mind the teaching you give to your child, because children are 30% of the present, yet they're 70% of the future. So guys, we're going to wrap this video here. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to turn on your post notification. Do not forget to like and to leave a comment on the comment section, and share the video for others to learn. I'll see you in my next video. I still remain Eposy Tips. Ciao, love you all.